What if I told you that your mind is not confined to your brain? What if your thoughts, your dreams, your deepest knowings aren't just echoes in your skull, but strands in a vast web of consciousness that wraps around the cosmos? For millennia, sages and mystics have whispered this secret, that separation is an illusion, that everything you see, touch, and feel is connected in ways that defy reason. The Vedic seers called it Akasha, the subtle ether that holds all thought, memory, and intention. Hermetic philosophers spoke of the All, a boundless living mind that births the universe. And now science is beginning to catch up. Buried within the mysteries of quantum physics is a truth so shocking, so paradigm-shattering, that even Einstein called it spooky action at a distance. It's called quantum non-locality, a phenomenon where two particles, once connected, remain linked across space and time. Change one, and the other shifts instantly, even if they're separated by galaxies. It breaks the rules of classical logic. It tears the fabric of what we call reality. And it whispers something ancient, something sacred. You are not separate. You are connected to everything. In this journey, we're going to peel back the illusion of fragmentation. We'll trace the golden threads between ancient mysticism and quantum theory. We'll uncover the esoteric meaning behind entanglement, timelessness, and the holographic mind. And most importantly, we'll show you how to live this truth. Because once you understand quantum non-locality, not just in your head, but in your being, your perception of self, of reality, of life will never be the same. So take a breath, because what you're about to remember is what your soul has always known, long before equations etched the quantum fabric, long before telescopes pierced the cosmic veil. There were those who knew they didn't need laboratories. Their instruments were silence, stillness, and the star-speckled sky. The sages of ancient India saw the world as Maya, an illusion draped over the infinite. They spoke of Brahman, the formless consciousness that is all things. In the Upanishads it is written, "The self is not this or that, the self is beyond. It is the witness, the eternal." To them, separation was not truth, it was misperception. Everything was already one, not metaphorically but literally, through consciousness itself. Across the sands of Egypt, Hermeticists declared, "As above, so below, as within, so without." They knew the universe is mind, not a poetic phrase, but a literal, pulsing intelligence. Yet over time, this sacred truth was buried, replaced by cold materialism, where the cosmos became a machine and consciousness a side effect. But the mystery refused to die. Enter the 20th century. Physicists, armed with equations and control, stumbled into something irrational, something magical. In their most precise experiments, they found that particles, once entangled, remained linked, no matter the distance between them. No signal, no delay, just instant knowing. This is entanglement, a whisper of non-locality, a hint that space may not be real the way we think it is. Was this not what the mystics had always said, that beneath form lies unity? Science was glimpsing what the sages had seen with inner eyes, that consciousness may not be trapped in the body, but the body itself is suspended in consciousness. Quantum non-locality is not just about particles, it's about perception. It tells us that the universe does not run like a machine, but more like a dream. And in dreams, distance doesn't matter. Only connection does. This is why shamans could traverse realms with a drum beat, why prophets saw across time, why you feel someone thinking of you before they call. Because you are not alone in your mind. Your consciousness is entangled, woven into the vast tapestry of the all. The ancients protected this truth. They hid it in symbols, encoded it in myths, because to wield this power without wisdom is to tamper with the very structure of reality. But now, the veil thins again. To understand quantum non-locality, you must let go. Let go of the idea that time is linear, that things must touch to connect, that A must cause B in sequence. Because in the quantum world, these rules break. Particles do not exist in one place. They exist in many, not until observed, not until awareness collapses the infinite into the finite. When particles entangle, they become one system. Change one, and the other shifts, no matter how far they roam. Einstein searched for a hidden variable, but the universe revealed something more radical. There is no in-between. The particles never truly separated. They are one. Let that sink in. Because that means you are not a collection of isolated parts. You are a field, a living node in the web of all that is. This isn't fantasy. This is not mysticism in a lab coat. This is measurable, repeatable physics. And yet, it is mysticism too, because it confirms what the soul has always known. Why do mothers wake moments before their babies cry? Why do lovers feel each other across oceans? Why do you sometimes just know? Not coincidence, connection. The quantum field is not just a place where particles play. It is awareness. It is the mind of the universe, and you are a part of it. So how do you live this? How do you move from this deeper knowing? It begins with intention. In a non-local universe, intention is not thought. It is creation. Set it, feel it, breathe it into the field. I am aligned. I am the field. I remember who I am. Visualize, not the future. Visualize the now. Feel it as if it's already real, because in quantum terms, it is. Next, awaken your entangled awareness. Pause during the day. Ask yourself, who am I connected to right now? Sense it. Feel it. You may feel an emotion that isn't yours. You may think of someone and they appear. This is the quantum conversation. Practice heart coherence. Breathe slowly. Feel love. Feel gratitude. Send that energy outward. Then watch what returns. Because this is not coincidence. It is confirmation. But remember, this power comes with responsibility. Your thoughts are not private. They are waves in the field. So let your mind be clear. Let your words carry intention. Let your presence shape the space around you. And finally, trust the synchronicities, the lyric you needed, the stranger's words, the dream that speaks louder than waking life. These are the signs. You are already in dialogue with the universe, so breathe. Let this truth settle in. You are not a mind trapped in a shell, spinning through emptiness. You are not disconnected. You are the dreamer and the dream, the wave and the ocean, the particle and the space between. Quantum non-locality is not just a concept, it is the great remembrance. It is the thread that links all things, and the mirror that shows you who you truly are. You are not alone. You are infinite. You are awakening. And if this stirred something within you, share it with someone who's ready to remember. And if you're called to go deeper, this channel is your sanctuary. Until next time, stay curious, stay open, and trust the field.